One current tornado warning issued. That's for areas just south of Monroe in Greene County. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and then also the quarter-sized hail that we're seeing associated with this. There was a little bit of rotation that was broad weakening, but we're still watching a few areas kind of directly around Sterling. Right here, that would be the area of rotation. Make sure that you are seeking shelter, interior room on the lowest level, moving east at about 55 miles per hour. So that's a 30-mile-per-hour increase in the last about 15 to 20 minutes. So these storms are really gaining strength. Flash flooding is definitely a concern for most of Joe Daviess County, Stevenson County. Both of those areas were actually set to see that flash flood warning expire yesterday at 11:15 in the morning. It got extended all the way until 9:45 a.m. today. Just because this is only radar indicated, you're still under a tornado warning if you're in this box. Behind me is just some damage left after an EF2 tornado struck areas in Coles County. There are a lot of icy spots in parking lots, and then also mainly on elevated surfaces like we were talking about with our news station car. It's not really a powdery snow as much as it was yesterday, but it's also not that great of packing snow. You can kind of get a little bit of a snowball. It used to go back and forth. Oh!
But Savanna just took her blanket off and she's ready to talk about the weather from the Weather Center. Feeling better?
I guess so, Tom. It's still so cold in here. We have the chair right here and it wouldn't come up, so we're standing today.
We are
at least for now.
A little short
yeah, if I sat down, this is what I'd look like.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at them. They're so little. Hi. Which is, I think, Oreo brownie cookie dough. Is that right?
Yeah, there you go.
I'm just like so close too. It's like the anticipation, like I can't.
The legs running.
Oh wait, we're moving. We're moving.
Oh, okay.
Use that momentum.
Guys, we're moving.
Come on, Savanna.
Use that momentum. There she goes.
Go, Savanna.
Put the legs into it.
Did you make
She did
I
it.
got over, guys.
Who needs it?
From meteorologist Savanna Brito.
Well, good evening, everyone. Happy Turkey Day. Temperatures cooling down. We did actually achieve the mid-40s across most of the area, lower to mid-40s, and there was even one upper 40 in Sterling, 47 there. We made it to 44 at the airport. That was the forecast high today. 43 degrees in Janesville. But now temperatures, they're falling pretty quickly. We're down to 36 already at the airport. 36 in DeKalb, 37 in Freeport. Temperatures didn't fall that much overnight. We actually were near normal, but a chillier evening and night is expected tonight and actually the next several days. We are seeing an increase in cloud cover out there. That moving in, not going to lead to any precipitation. That's overlooking downtown Beloit, sponsored by Mercy Health. You can see the clouds moving in right now pretty much across most of northern Illinois and southern Wisconsin. Not going to be the start for tomorrow morning. I still think we'll see some sunshine out there, but there'll definitely be more cloud cover tomorrow and over the weekend for the rest of the holiday weekend, at least compared to what we saw earlier this morning and yesterday. Also going to be very chilly out there all day tomorrow. There was a wind chill factored in all day today for Turkey Day. For anyone heading out, though, for Black Friday, definitely going to want to bundle up. Temperatures, although they'll climb into the lower 30s across most of the area, that's actually not only 10 degrees cooler than what we had today for daytime highs, but also 10 degrees cooler than normal or below average. We're going to have a wind chill factored in as well, though. That keeping us about 5 to 10 degrees cooler all day tomorrow for Black Friday. So we'll start off temperatures in those lower to even mid-20s, but temperatures, the wind chill factored in, it's going to make temperatures feel like we're only in the lower teens, mid to lower teens, and then we'll be in the upper teens. That's by 10 a.m. Those wind chills climb into the upper 20s around noon, between noon and 2 p.m. So it is going to be very chilly out there. As far as precipitation goes, though, keeping an eye still on Sunday. Friday is going to be dry for anyone traveling. Saturday dry. There is a chance of light snow flurries. That's not going to lead to any accumulation, which is good news. But by Sunday, that's the day that we're keeping an eye on. And actually, the latest storm track did shift a little further west, which kind of puts the bullseye right across the state line for the greatest chance for accumulating snow. I still think the best chance is going to be northwestern Indiana, also along Lake Michigan for western Michigan, but there is a good chance that we still see some accumulating snow with that. Temperatures, though, on Saturday and Sunday afternoon, lower, probably the mid 30s for most. This system actually originates and is already creating and prompting winter weather alerts, winter storm watches and warnings for areas across the Great Plains. Directly west of here, that system then going to make make its way towards us. So this is the latest storm track and thinking where the best chance of accumulating snow is going to be. Like I said, pretty much that bullseye near or centered across the state line. Best chance is this darker shade of blue, though, for western Michigan and also northwestern portions of Indiana, kind of by South Bend. So that's just directly east of here, a little further to our northeast, but still going to be tracking some kind of snow that we do get for Sunday. That would start late Saturday night into Sunday morning. The heaviest probably Sunday morning into the early afternoon. That system moving out of here, though, by Sunday afternoon into the early or late afternoon into the evening hours. But that could create slippery travel, especially in the morning and afternoon. Just be aware, mindful of that. Plan for extra time for anybody traveling on Sunday morning or afternoon, really all day probably. Then temperatures fall a little bit, but Tom, as you can see, we look to rebound finally by Wednesday and Thursday, so mid to late week next week.